Hey guys, this is going to be short. I was able to speak to my parents today. My voice is back. So I thought if I can speak to my parents, I can talk on a live stream. But it's going to be short because the doctor told me to decrease my talking because I got acute laryngitis. That's what I've suffered with. And I had a super flu, they called it. So I had the laryngitis with the seasonal flu, and I still have it. I didn't sleep last night. I'll be honest, I don't like saying this, but I punched the wall because I was waking up coughing every 3 or 4 minutes. I would go back to sleep and I'd be okay. And it would go for like minutes at a time. I can't breathe and my eyes are watering. I try to sleep again. But like I said, if I can speak to my parents, I can present this information. I know this is the first day of 2025. Just know that this calendar is Gregorian. This is not the first day of the year. My most popular video is about that. I think it has like 800 likes, something crazy, 16,000 views. If only I got that on every video. And this is about Janus. If you Google Janus, basically that's who you're honoring. So I get what you're saying. Happy New Year. I understand that, but it is technically 2025. So I wish you all a blessed 2025. Now, this Arsenal code, again, because I'm ill, I don't think it's fully hit me how good it is. But I'll let you guys decide for yourself. Before I go into it, so Emmanuel, God bless you, Adam Lastman, all the other people that are watching, let me know. Guys, in the chat, if you are watching, just say hey or something. It gives me more motivation when I know there's more people actively like engaging in what I'm saying. So just say hi or whatever you want to say. Spring is the new year. Yeah, I believe that's the truth. It's when everything comes alive in the spring. So today's day, 1-1. You guys know, it's just hit me, guys. Speaking to my dad, who's in Spain right now. I was born on his 31st birthday, and the Arsenal game was 3-1, which is the 11th prime. And today's date is 1-1. And number 11, Gabriel, like the Archangel Martinelli, made it 3-1. It all makes sense why my dad called me. So today's day has so many connects to 9/11, COVID, and the Queen. So I know you guys watching me, you know that I revolve a lot of my codes around those themes, and they all connect by the same code. Now, today's date is 1-1, like 11. I love how the first verse of the Bible is Genesis 1-1. Okay, my favorite number is 11. I know for a lot of you, it's your favorite number as well. I just got my 11th like. Whoever just hit that, thank you. If my voice goes, I'll have to end the stream. I know a lot of you enjoyed my Liverpool video. I couldn't talk. That's why I used that sinister music. And then that music got me a copyright strike and demonetized. So I kind of was like, why did I use that? I just didn't want it to just be me with the cursor. I thought that's going to be so hard to watch. But I ain't using that music again. And I didn't want it to be sinister. It's just all the other ones were super upbeat. I was like, that doesn't make sense with this video either. How about that, guys? Liverpool with 666 Premier League wins coming into the year of the snake, Satan the snake. And their first game of 2025 is against the Red Devils. I was blown away. Hey, Gene. So today's day, 1-1. It's 846 days after Queen Elizabeth II died. And Queen Elizabeth died 911 days after COVID-19 was declared a pandemic, which was on 3/11. And 3:11 p.m. is the 911th minute of the day. And on 9/11/2001, the hijacked Flight 11 was crashed into floors 93 to 99 of the North Tower at 8:46 a.m. And remember, George Floyd was initially knelt on for 8 minutes and 46 seconds until they changed it to 9:29. Now, again, who closed the scoring? Number 11, Gabriel Martinelli, where he's Brazilian. And you've got the Christ the Redeemer statue in Brazil, which, by the way, is idolatry. It goes against everything God says. Okay? If only people knew the Bible, they wouldn't worship a statue. Now, Queen Elizabeth II died the 251st day of 2022. And today is exactly 251 weeks after COVID-19 was declared a global pandemic. If you noticed who opened the scoring, shout out to Lazaro, gifted coder on my website, who coded this on the site. He coded number 19 and Brumo to score. And he did, guys. He opened the scoring. I had Arsenal to win, and they went down a goal, which was good. I told my website, if they go down, take both teams to score as well. They were not losing this. So today is a span of exactly 121 weeks after the Queen died. In Gematria, the Queen equals 121. Antichrist equals 121. Revelation equals 121. Luke Littler is playing in the darts today. He's born on 121. So no doubt he's playing on 1-1 for that reason. The tournament began exactly 11 months after his birthday, his tournament, when he's played his first game. Because 11 times 11 is 121. And the Queen's funeral took place at 11 a.m., 11 days after she died. And World War I ended on 11/11 at 11 a.m. And Queen Elizabeth was born in 1926, and her eldest son, King Charles III, was coronated 19 months and 26 days ago. So when I looked into this Arsenal game, I was like, it's the Gunners, it's World War III, it's everything I'm warning you of. Like, there's 20 teams in the Premier League, and they had to have Arsenal be one of the two teams opening 2025. Guys, the nickname is the Gunners. And a gunner is a member of the armed forces who operates or specializes in guns. Right? And Arsenal, their name means a collection of weapons and military equipment stored by a country, person, or group. I remember when they signed Havertz and they said that he could be Arsenal's secret weapon. And I was like, come on, the German, the guy who has the matching gematria with Revelation? No way. Now, surprisingly, I didn't code him, but surprisingly, Havertz didn't play today. But listen to this code. Again, I don't know how I'm doing this sick, but I am. So I'll just read it out. This is the first game of 2025 in the Premier League, and no shock that the Gunners are involved, who come in third in the league, as I believe this year World War III will be announced. And then they win 3-1. So they scored 3. They picked up 3 points. And their first score was Jesus, number 9, which is 3 times 3. And Jesus began his career wearing number 33. He was born on the 3rd day of April. Now, narrative-wise, it made no sense to me for Arsenal to lose, because they're already 9 points behind Liverpool. You've got to think about narrative at this stage of the season. If they would have lost this, it would have been too much, I think. So I said that they must grab all 3 points to remain in the title race. Now, Brentford can drop to 739 in the league. Oh, my voice. 739 is the 131st prime number. Revelation 13:1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. Now check this out. After 19 league games, Arsenal can advance to 39 points. 1939. Now, please hit that like button. Push me through this, guys. I can slowly feel it tickling here. So 1939 is when World War II began. Arsenal, 19 EPL games and 39 points. That's a wow in itself. When they're called Arsenal, the Gunners, they have a cannonball. Do you know Arsenal have a player in the squad called Heaven? And they have 3 players called Gabriel, like the Archangel. And they have a player called Jesus, which is spelled the same way as Jesus. 1939 is when the Great Depression ended. And if you look at Arsenal's last game, which I coded them to win, number 19, it was against Ipswich, assisted number 29. And the Great Depression began in 1929, the same year Vatican City was founded. Number 19, Trossard, assisted number 29, Havertz. And I coded Havertz to score in that game. They won 1-0. Trossard plays for Belgium, the Red Devils. Obviously, Havertz plays for Germany. Yeah, Arsenal on 39 points, Liverpool on 45. Exactly. Yeah, it gets crazier than that. Again, remember that both Liverpool and Arsenal, their home jerseys are red, because the second horseman of Revelation rides a red horse, which symbolizes war. Revelation 6:4. It said Gabriel Jesus has scored 6 goals in 4 games. I go straight to the Bible. Revelation 6:4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. So remember, Trump won the election. The Republicans, guys, their party's red. Keir Starmer, Labour won. Their party's red. Satan's the red dragon. So yeah, Arsenal have 39 points. Liverpool 45. I'm going dizzy. World War II was fought from 39 to 45. And by the way, all of you that wish me goodwill messages yesterday, thank you. I appreciate you a lot. Okay? All you people on my website who support me there, I appreciate you a lot. I've been looking into Project 2025. I have to do a video when I'm healthy. What they're planning is absolutely dystopian. And I know most of you won't even know about it. Hey Kai, hope you well. Now, going back to this code, Arsenal can advance to 39 points. War in gematria equals 39. World War II began in 39. There's 39 books in the Old Testament. You just had Jimmy Carter die. Okay? You just had Jimmy Carter die. Initials JC. And he was the 39th president. Okay? Now it gets crazier. Gabriel Jesus equalized, right? Number 9 equalized to make it 1-1, right? Like 9/11. I said that the Queen died 911 days after Corona was declared a pandemic. Corona translates to crown. And then the crown went to Charles. And Charles, he was born in 1948. He was born the same year that Israel declared its independence. And he was born on November the 14th, 1948. And he just so happened to be born a span of exactly 911 weeks before the Church of Satan was founded. Revelation 9:11, and they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon. Right? How wild is all of that? 9/11. How crazy. And remember, 9/11 was on the 11th day of the month in New York, the 11th state. Flight 11 was involved. And the World Trade Center looked like an 11. And 9/11 was exactly 11 years after George Bush Sr.'s New World Order speech, which was 9/11, 1990. Now, Gabriel Jesus equalized. Guys, how can I get more people watching this? I know you guys share my work and stuff. It's beyond me. Gabriel Jesus equalized exactly 39 weeks after his birthday. Kind of showing us that Arsenal were going to advance to 39 points. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a Lakers jersey, it's my pajamas. Yeah, please hit the like, guys, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching this down the line. As soon as you hear me ask for the like, please do so. Because I'm supposed to be resting my voice. Now, World War II ended in 45. Brentford can stay on 45 all-time Premier League wins. This is the first game of 2025 in the Premier League. 20 plus 25 equals 45. And 45 times 45 equals 2025. All right? So just tell me what the chances are of that. What are the chances? Brentford stay. This is why I'm pretty much certain they were not winning the game. Brentford stay on 45 EPL wins. And they had to open up the first game of 2025. And 20 plus 25 is 45. And 45 times 45 is 2025. 45 is the 9th triangular number. That's why number 9 Jesus scored. Now, the game is on 1-1 and Arsenal can get their 11th league win of the season. Arteta can stay on 1 draw and 1 loss versus Brentford. Today's a span of exactly 121 weeks after the Queen died, and Arsenal are the only Premier League team to ever visit Buckingham Palace. That's when they were the Invincibles. 49 games. Unbeaten. Revelation equals 1, 2, 1, and 49. Queen equals 1, 2, 1. Antichrist 1, 2, 1. Revelation 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1's 11 times 11. the game went 1-1 and it finished 3-1, the 11th prime. This is elite coding. It just is. It is, but it's bigger than that. 11's the 5th prime. Arsenal can get their 5th Premier League win versus Brentford. Brentford dropped to 115 against Arsenal in the Premier League. That's when the election was, but 11's the 5th prime. Number 11, Martinelli, got his 5th goal in the league. Now, this next bit, guys, I have 19 likes, 26 watching, and the Queen was born in 1926, and Charles was coronated 19 months and 26 days ago. I just think this algorithm's coded as well. Now, notice there was 4 goals combined. The 4 Horsemen, the Antichrist, war, pestilence, and death. 4 goals. Presidential term we know is 4 years. Queen Elizabeth had 4 children. The UK Darling Code is +44. Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee was 4 days. There's a lot. There's a lot with that number 4. The United Kingdom's made up of 4 nations. Now, I did a massive code on the number 62 for Arsenal to win. And I think this next thing's going to make you go, wow. If it does hit the like button, I think it should make you go, wow. And it told me the score was finishing 3-1. And when I saw that, for me personally, it was plus money. So Arsenal, they stayed on 6 draws and 2 losses in the league, like 62. Queen equals 62. She was coronated in 1953 on 6-2. And 1953 is the 60-second triangular number. It's why Arsenal started their number 53 today. Now, Revelation 6:2 is about the Antichrist riding a white horse. And Arsenal, the last game that they won was against Ipswich. And Ipswich's crest is a white horse. So Revelation 6:2 states, and I saw and behold a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow. That's why Salah started doing the bow celebration. And a crown was given unto him. And he went forth conquering and to conquer. And another 62, Buckingham Palace had not seen a royal birth in 62 years prior to King Charles being born in 1948. Now, I don't know if you guys remember this, but England's first game of the recent World Cup, they beat Iran 6-2. Can somebody give me a woo if you remember that? I'm getting really sick again. I've got about another 5 minutes left, guys. I'm sorry. My back is tightening up. England beat Iran 6-2 in their first game of the recent Satanic World Cup in Qatar. I think Jude Bellingham opened the scoring. And the book of Jude is the penultimate book of the Bible. Revelation follows it. And I added up the jersey numbers of the players that scored in this game today. And you're not going to believe this, but it combined to 62. My code's about 62. And the jersey numbers combined 62. Number 19, Mbeumo opened the scoring. Number 9, Jesus equalised. Remember, the Queen's funeral was 19-9. Number 23, Moreno, gave Arsenal a 2-1 lead. War equals 21. And number 11, Martinelli, closed out the scoring. You add up those jersey numbers, it's 62. It's 62, which told me it was going to finish 3-1. I should have been a bit clearer on my site with that, but I couldn't believe it. I called it straight away. And again, guys, what average person is doing that? Who's even looking at their jersey numbers, the time of the goal, their statistics, their birthdays? Next to nobody. The average football fan is just like Arsenal should beat Brentford. But do you know Brentford have the second best home record in the Premier League this season? That goes over people's heads, things like that, statistics they don't know. Brentford have the second best home record this season. Beating them at their ground is hard. And Arsenal were losing until 29th minute, was it? Gabriel Jesus popped up, right place, right time. Poor goalkeeping. Best players in the world. That was shocking goalkeeping. But Jesus made it 1-1. And in Gematria, Jesus equals 11. No wonder it's my favorite number. People think the rituals they themselves do during the game help their team win. Yeah, there's definitely rituals that they do. And there's witchcraft. Satan's controlling the outcomes. For sure. Lady Hawk, I hope you're well. Now, I said King Charles III was coronated on 5-6. Brentford can stay on 5 draws and 6 wins versus Arsenal. Arsenal FC equals 56. Royal Family equals 56. Mikel Arteta was born on 26-3. 263, the 56 prime. The recent election was with 56 days left in the year, and it was an 11-5, and Brentford dropped to 1-1-5 in the Premier League against Arsenal. Now, Revelation 5-6, and I beheld him low in the midst of the throne. Remember my codes about the royal family. And of the 4 beasts, I've given you all those 4s, and in the midst of the elders stood a lamb, as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God sent forth into all the earth. Guys, Jesus is coming back so soon, and when I'm fully healthy, I'm gonna really preach like I've never preached before. And Brentford stayed on 7 wins. Also, Brentford, they have 19 EPL games and 7 wins. And 197 is the 45th prime, and they stayed on 45 EPL wins in their history. And I told you 2025 is 45 times 45. 20 plus 25 is 45. Nearly there. My daughter and son-in-law just left to go back to Colorado. I'm a little sad. But well, thank you for asking. Colorado is a beautiful part of the US. I used to live there in Carbondale, near Aspen. The people of Colorado are great. But yeah, at least you got to spend time with them, you know what I mean? It's always hard when your family leave. I know when my family visit me in Mexico, it's so tough when they leave because I know I might not see them again for years. Brentford can get their 55th Premier League loss and 10th loss versus Arsenal. 55 is the 10th Fibonacci and triangular number. Satan equals 55 and 10. He controls the outcomes. Arsenal can get their 61st point in all competitions. World War II lasted 6 years and 1 day. The whole wars are so coded. 61 is the 18th prime number. Arsenal can get their 18th win in all competitions. 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. Arsenal can get their 114th Premier League win. No, Arteta can get his 114th Premier League win. World War equals 114. Arsenal's record signing is Declan Rice. And Declan Rice was born on 1/14. Brentford can stay on 33 points in all competitions. Adolf Hitler became the Chancellor of Germany in 33. EPL equals 33. Gabriel Jesus's first jersey number was number 33. And if you go to the league, Brentford have now conceded 33 goals. How is this being done? So Jesus equalizes exactly 39 weeks after his birthday. War equals 39. World War II began in 39. We just had the 39th US president die. Brentford stayed on 3 draws and got their 9th loss, as Arsenal advance to 39 points. I don't know how it can be any more clearer now. And all the 11s, and it finishes 3-1, the 11th prime, and number 11 closes out the scoring on 1-1. So, guys, I hope you've noticed my image, which I've used a few times. Gabriel Jesus, he ascends to the top of the Emirates, named after an airline connected to 9/11, and he's putting his arms out like he's on a cross. Look at it. And today's the first day of the year of the snake. And people like Jesus are snakes. They're snakes. And they get rewarded in this world because the snake, the serpent, Satan is the god of it. So I think, honestly, what a way to start the year. If the first goal was scored after 13 minutes as well, and Revelation 13 is all about the mark of the beast, right? Oh, has the snake year not started yet? Well, it is. The snake year's in 2025, isn't it? The snake year's in 2025. This is the year of the snake. And like Gabriel Jesus is really slithery. If you see the way he plays, he's really slithery in the box. Watch the way he plays. Adam, it's been an intense start to 2025. Floodings in Manchester, mass shooting in Baltimore, and all the other stuff we haven't heard about. You should see what's going on right now in Afghanistan. And in Nigeria. In Nigeria right now, they're murdering Christians. I have a friend who lives in Nigeria. I'm part of a group chat with reborn believers, and they're murdering Christians in Nigeria. They're murdering them. So, yeah, I'll definitely pray. Can you give me their name? Today was predictable 1-1 at halftime, 3-1 at full time. Yeah, bro, but did you see the combined jersey numbers of the scores was 62? And Arsenal stayed on 6 draws and 2 losses, and half of my code was about 62. The combined jersey numbers was 62 of the goal scorers. Now, remember, Arteta was born 7,109 days before 9/11. And 7,109 is the 911th prime. And they play at the Emirates, which is an airline from the Middle East. Are you on my website, Quotes? Because I know you've got a gifted mind. Now, going back to the 45s, I told you it's 2025. I keep telling you that, and it's 45 times 45 equals 2025. Liverpool, do you know how many goals they've scored in the league? 45 goals. They have 45 points. Guys, what you're watching is just a coded ritual. I can use the code and lead people to the Bible, thankfully. All glory to God. Thank you, God. I can use the code, connect it to the Bible, tell you where the world's going. My resume says it all. I ain't coding these for you to be entertained. Okay? I know, guys, listen. He had a wooden snake, 129. Read Revelation 12:9. And you'll see why it begins on 129. Do you want me to read it for you, Lastman? And I'll just always laugh at your name, brother. You know that. Adam Lastman, even though Adam was the first man. It's just crazy, your name. So, Revelation 12:9, like 129, it says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Right? It talks about the snake, the serpent, in Revelation 12:9. And the year of the snake begins on 129. Read it for yourself. So, like I was about to say, that when you watch these games, it really looks organic. I think mainly because of the human emotion. You see the emotion, it feels organic. It feels like, by the way, football is a game of 11 versus 11 as well. You watch it and the drama, and you see like the missed opportunities or the incredible goals and the sendings off, and you're like, there's no way that this is being planned. But we don't comprehend spiritual wickedness, guys. Remember, the Bible says we're not wrestling flesh and blood, but principalities and spiritual wickedness in high places. We can't comprehend it. These games, all the sports, this whole reality of this fallen world is run by a code. I think it's the devil's code. He's infiltrated the organic code of creation. I was going to do a stream, but I obviously been so sick. Guys, Adam, the original man, he lived to 930. Most of us won't get to 70. That shows you just how much sin has destroyed mankind. Adam lived to 930. If anybody gets to 100 now, it's like a miracle. So we're right at the end. There's nothing to fear because God's sovereign and is in control. And I've just seen if Liverpool beat Man United, they have 19 games, 48 points. 1948 is when Israel declared its independence. So they probably go and beat Man United just for that. That's all I need, I think. I know you could say, well, they could lose and be 1945. I don't see how Liverpool lose to Man United. Who, again, if there's one thing about seeing through all of this, is that I'm no longer a Man United fan. Ain't that a blessing? I couldn't have got out at a better time. When I realized how corrupt it all is, I stopped being a fan. And now Man United, they are absolutely shocking. And for me, it doesn't bother me. I actually quite like it because it's the Red Devils struggling. They're on 22 points. Revelation has 22 chapters. That's why they had a coach called Ten Hag who was born on 2-2, which I predicted, didn't I? Was it 18 months or 2 years before that he would become Man United coach? It was all connected to his birthday. So 2 Gabriel's score and Mikel. Oh my word, it's just hit me. This is absolutely insane. Then I've got to go. Guys, you had the Archangel. Oh my word. The Archangel Michael and the Archangel Gabriel. Arsenal's goal scorers, Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, and Mikel Moreno. And Arsenal's coach is Mikel Arteta. Guys, this is absolutely remarkable. Can somebody give me an amen or a woo? You got Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Michael. Lucifer, who became Satan, was an angel. He runs the Premier League. All right. People worship these players. And you've got Gabriel Jesus, Gabriel Martinelli, Mikel Moreno, and Mikel Arteta, and the angels, Michael and Gabriel. Oh my word. This is breathtaking. No, I don't think they changed the code. It's not about the money, Lady Hawk. It feels like it is. It's not. They've never changed it. The people who say they flip scripts can't code. They can't take responsibility for being wrong. They never flip anything. I wholeheartedly believe it's all been set. For my codes to be as good as they are, this has been set from the beginning. Liverpool coming into 2025 with 666 all-time Premier League wins, and their next games against the Red Devils is something that would have needed to have been put together before the Premier League began in 1992. Can somebody give me a woo? Nothing's being flipped. It's almost like it's being written. I don't know if Satan has that ability to do it. Again, remember, Satan has a lot of power. He's the god of this world. He'll be able to do things that we cannot comprehend. He may have already set this up as part of his plan for the fall of man. He might have that ability to do it. Nothing says he doesn't. I do know that God allows it because God is sovereign. I think God allows you to either worship sports or him. I think he allows it. Can somebody give me a woo? People think that God should just stop everything the devil does. That's not how it works. Satan fulfills the will of God, right? And the reason why we live in this fallen world is because man rebelled against God. So I think it's already determined. If people still think there's a group of men who are like, you know what, let's change it now. I know we've been on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl and three-peat, but it's a bit too much money on the Chiefs. Let's just go Packers, eh? Let's try. No. Bit too much money on them as well. It's not how it works. It's already been written. Why were Liverpool so bad last year and now they're the best team in the world? Because last year it was written for them to struggle. I told you Klopp always struggles in his 7th season and he would get fired, and he did, or he left. I called all of it because it's like it's already been written. Yeah, the scripts are too good. Arteta and Thomas Frank both remain on 33 wins all time in the Premier League. How can they both remain on 33? You mean Frank? Arteta has 114 wins. They can't both remain on 33 if Arsenal won. I think Frank stayed on 33, didn't he? Are you sure? I think he's on 45. George, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, because Frank's been their coach since they got promoted. So whatever Brentford's record is, it's Frank's. So yeah, brilliant stuff. And the third goal for Arsenal was scored by number 11. 3 times 11 is 33, and that connects to COVID again. Thank you for that. So yeah, I think it's time for me to go. So a good start to the year exposing this, but it's the Gunners. 3 points, 3 goals. They came in third. It's war. And it all seems to have just been coded almost like from the beginning because it's too perfect. Arteta being the coach is too perfect. His numbers, they're incredible. Why is the Arsenal coach? So that Mbeumo as well. Listen to this. Mbeumo showed once again how crucial he is to this Brentford side. Nestling a low strike past David Raya. That sounds like King David. Oh my word, David Raya. Ray means king. At his near post for his 11th league goal of the season. Guys, David Raya, like King David. Remember, David Raya replaced Arsenal's keeper at the time, who was born on the anniversary of Israel declaring its independence, Ramsdale, and they used to sacrifice rams. David Raya, the goalkeeper, I think he's number 22. King David. I'm going to go, guys. But I hope you enjoyed this. Please hit the like on your way out. I'm going to rest for the rest of the day. Get right with Jesus, please. Please, like, get a Bible and see where the world is, and please do that for me. Learning the code's amazing, and it's mind-blowing, it's thought-provoking, and it wins people money, and there's many positives to it. But reading the Bible is way more significant than reading my codes. But I think my codes can help you understand the Bible a bit more, and where we are and where we're going. And that's why I'll keep doing this. I think there's not many years left here. And that's why I want to take advantage of every day, even if I'm sick. It's just the days I didn't stream, I had no voice. I couldn't talk. It was actually the most concerned I've been in years. I imagine a life of not being able to talk. I'm a streamer. I coach. I've got a big mouth. Wouldn't be able to preach. I was like, Satan would enjoy that, wouldn't he? But I'd find a way. I'd write it down. I don't know. I'd find a way of getting the word out. So, Hail Mary, God bless you, mate. May God pour out blessings, grace, and healing on you all. Amen to that. I hear a lot of coughing. I pray you get strong and healthy. Yeah, my coughing kept me up last night. I didn't sleep, to be honest with you. It was the worst I've had, I think. So, yeah. For all you coders out there, there's a lot of you. Learn your war numbers and Trump, because it's all building up. And Brentford is sponsored by Hollywood. They got the pentagram as their logo. And it says here, at one end, Raya clawed a shot from the goal line, which would have given Brentford a 2-0 lead. 55 seconds later, Arsenal were level through Jesus. And my code, guys, had 55 and 10 in it. I've just remembered to get football's 2 halves, 45 minutes as well. Another 45. Wow. Look out for number 9s in all these competitions, because 45 is the 9th triangular number. Keep an eye on number 9s, whatever the sport. Big. Right. Take care. Thank you all. Hopefully I'll be streaming daily as long as I can talk. God bless you all. Enjoy the rest of your day. God wins. And I'm going to share that code in my community post for you to read. You need to read it. I'll go to my yeah. God bless you. Much love and bye.